Welcome to After the Show.
After the show, it's after party.
Dr. Cass Vaughn, J.
That's
Clax.
party.
Welcome,
Party, party,
welcome.
party, party, party.
Welcome to the China
Party,
Club.
party, party.
No, I'm not. I am a Dave Chappelle fan, so I apologize. That was my inner Dave Chappelle from the Chappelle Show and Rick James and Charlie Murphy's True E Hollywood Stories. God rest Charlie Murphy.
I'm feeling awfully sexy.
Yeah, I see you got him out.
Like it.
I see you got him out. I see him on camera.
Like it.
Right. I see him on camera right there. Listen, I know you got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, one of the things that I do want to talk about is next week we're gonna be in Detroit.
Right.
Last weekend we were in Philly. This week, next week, 26, 27, we're gonna be in Detroit, Michigan for the 4th annual That Girl Awards, right? Celebrating Women's History Month. And we're gonna be at Little Caesars Arena, Detroit Pistons. I'm a little sad because I wanted to really play and I won't be able to, but hey, it is what it is.
No, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So whatever the reason is, you gonna be there, we're gonna do what we do. You just won't be able to play in the game. And speaking of being places, Ja Morant, Memphis Grizzlies own Ja Morant, NBA All-Star Ja Morant he's in Florida right now, trying to do some kind of rehabilitation, not because he was getting high or anything like that, but just to make sure he makes the right choices, even though he's young, 23, 24, whatever the case may be. There's still some things that, he technically didn't break a law, but it's just some things that you can't do as the leader of an NBA basketball team, which is, wave a gun around on social media and be in the strip club with no shirt on. You're worth too much money. He did lose a deal with like Powerade, and I'm hoping that what comes out of that is he does his own he does his own drink. So, because sometimes we so want to, get into companies that we probably can start our own. So hopefully Ja Morant, learns from this, his team learns from this. And again, we talk about value a lot. The people around you have to serve some value. So if they're allowing him to make bad decisions as well, you might need to find a new team, Ja. Or a new team around you, not Memphis Grizzlies, but your personal team. You may need to find a new team that stays around you to make sure you
do. Yeah. Ooh, what else? Oh, you know what? Black China. She reveals that she basically had reverse of her plastic surgery.
Right, she's taking the silicone out, the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
The top and the bottom. But I like that. I like it. I'm gonna tell you why I like it, because I feel like so many women chase what they see on social media, chase what they think we like.
I don't think it's that they chase what they think you guys like or what they see on social media. I think they chase what they're programmed to because a guy is gonna say, like, I recall even in our relationship at one point, I had to tell you, it makes me feel bad when you be like, oh yeah, because she had a flat stomach. I don't have a flat stomach. I'm not perfect, right? But it's those statements like that are said in general, that in our head, we're like, well, we need to get this done because he's not going to be interested in us because of that. Even if that's what you mean or not, that's what we're programmed, because that's what we're constantly hearing.
So, what's going on, man? It's After the Show. Franchise J. Claxton and Dr. Cass Vaughn. You look nice today.
Thank you.
All right, took a shower.
I did not. It's Tuesday.
You clean up well.
It's Tuesday. I didn't take one today.
You clean up well.
I wanted to wait. Actually, I'm dressed special. Let me tell you why.
I'm listening.
Because our first guest is from the west side of Baltimore.
What, Corona Heights?
That's not funny enough.
Oh, okay.
See, I can't stand haters. I can't. You're always hating.
It was a high level.
And guess what? Guess where she went to school?
it was a high level corona in that side of town.
Oh my God, on your side too. But guess where she went to school?
Where?
She went to school on Cold Spring Lane. I went to school on Falls Road. She went to school on Cold
So
Spring.
she went to Poly.
Yeah, she did. So
Okay.
you know that means that she's highly intelligent.
She got her orange on too. I can see.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Welcome to the show, Monica. Welcome to the show.
How you feeling?
I'm amazing. Thank you guys for having me. And people always get such pride when they say Poly. She went to Baltimore Polytechnic.
We had a conversation. Poly's okay. Jackson was better. You know. Producer extraordinaire, tell us about your project.
Oh, wow. You mean you don't know about it already?
I didn't think I didn't know about it.
Oh,
This for the folks in TV land.
oh, okay, good. Yeah, so Lola 2, I'm super duper excited about this project. Lola 2, actually, there was a Lola 1, but it was on a smaller platform.
Okay.
And this project really is about having a voice, believing that you are enough. Females being able to defend themselves, being able to stand up for themselves.
Right.
Only the strong survives. So just preparation, mentally and physically. This movie is different from any other project that I've done, in the sense that it's about women. It's about women being powerful, preparing themselves to be able to take on whatever comes to them. And that really is me. Everything about that. I don't know how to process impossible. I don't set no limits upon myself, therefore no limits will be set upon me. I just love inspiring, uplifting, and motivating people. Anything that has to do with you can do it, put on that Superwoman cape, put on that Superman cape, and get it done. I just like the fact that I don't relate to not being able to do something. And so this woman, this character, Lola, was put in a situation where she dealt with a lot of adversity. Oh, you can't do this. You don't belong in this arena. You can't fight. And she went from the bottom and she, prevailed. She persevered and she prevailed. She made it to the top. And I do love that we have Roy Jones in this project and we have Clarissa Shields in this project because they are true boxers and we were able to implement some of their treasures in this project.
Let me ask you a question. Do you box?
No, I don't.
So how was that process for you in putting Lola 2 together?
Well, my partner, Antoine Allen, he had the vision of having a female step into this space because, female boxing franchise has never been done before. And he just also believed that, women should take that space and be able to survive, defend themselves. And so he brought this project to me, and I'm always one to help you get to the next level. When people seek their funding or resources, they know it's like, go to Monica at True Vision, go to Monica at True Vision. I've been in this space for a while. One of the few independent filmmakers who can greenlight my own project, fund my own project, and I know everybody. I'm very well, set up in the industry where I've built from the ground up and made some great relationships. So
We need to hook up with you because you seem like you got the bag. we need to give you a call offline because it seems like you got the bag.
And technically, Monica, we're family.
Right. And we have no problem with being around folks that's in a better position than us. We actually like that. Nobody wants to be the richest or the smartest person in the room. So that if that's the case, you're definitely in the wrong room. But you said something about strong women, right? And I actually feel like, even though you talked about strong women, I want to ask you like a personal question, right? What do you really think about good guys? I feel like strong women aren't attracted to good guys. I feel like good guys finish last. Do you feel like that's an accurate statement, or what's your thoughts on that? Because I don't know. I can tell you what my thoughts are, but I want to hear what yours are.
Okay, first I wanted to address when you said about having the bag or having the resources. What I have most is faith.
Right.
I grew up spiritually, and me and Dr. Vaughn, we talked about faith. My faith, I grew up in a family. I grew up with a lot of love, a lot of spiritual foundation. So my faith is what leads me. I move with a strong, solid faith. I talk to God every day. I am not ashamed at all to say that's where all of my power comes from.
I love
is
it.
God. And then secondly, no, let me tell you, every business that I've been in has been male dominated, meaning I was welding at the age of 14 at Poly, a male dominated school.
Mhm.
I was in the automobile business where I ran a Mazda franchise for years. I did stand-up comedy. For those who don't know, I did stand-up comedy for at least 7 years, and built in that arena as a producer. A lot of colleagues are males. I'm around males. I'm like so empowered by males. I believe in nice people. I don't want anybody. I've never been hit, never been abused. I don't have any story that can even be remotely close to that. I love nice people. So when people say women that are strong, oh no, I want somebody super duper nice because I'm kind. I may not be nice because I will check you. I think nice and kind. I just had that topic on my platform, Trials to Triumph, last week about the difference between being nice and being kind.
Because they're two different things.
Two different things.
Right.
Being nice to me is an act, but being kind is a purpose, is a foundation, is a serious, purposeful agenda. And so I like kind people. Nice people, nah. So you said nice guys. I don't really, buy into the niceness, but I buy into being kind. Okay. And that's what I want. If you're not kind, you can't be around me. I don't believe in that edgy old women like these tough guys, never been hit, like I said, never been cursed at or anything abusive. I don't want that. That's not for me.
Right, got you. So you do definitely think nice guys finish last. No, I'm playing. But listen, no, if you want to give, like, this is your opportunity to do any shameless plug of everything that you have going on. This is your opportunity right now, Monica. Go ahead.
Yes, so first, I would like to say Lola 2, of course, coming to AllBlk on April 6th on that platform. Always pushing my company, True Vision Media Group. It's a company that I founded, self-founded, and it's multimedia, reproduce television projects, films, of course, stand-up comedy, and music. I've managed artists. So True Vision Media Group, Dollphace Music, Dollphace Music is my personal and business Instagram. And just, I have several upcoming projects. So, but Lola 2 and my Christmas project, A Screenshot to Santa. I'm super excited about that because that one I wrote, produced, funded, and directed. And that was the first.
All right.
Right.
But I thank you. We
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
We thank you for taking time and being part of After the Show, taking time out your busy day and your busy schedule. We greatly appreciate you, all right? After the show, we're having an amazing show, as a matter of fact.
Yes, we are. I'm excited about this segment because Kim,
Miss Kim Allen.
yes,
Right.
has done some readings on us.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm interested.
Kim, I don't know, Kim.
I'm interested.
I might
in
need to
seeing
take a
how
bathroom
it's
break.
gonna-
I might need to take a bathroom break. I might need to take a bathroom break. What's up? How you
Hey,
doing?
So let me-
welcome back.
Well, thank you. And I just want to say, Cassandra and I, we got the same memo wearing black, but it's very interesting that Saturn, we're going to talk about the planet Saturn, and the color of the planet Saturn is black.
Wow.
So Cassandra, we was definitely feeling that vibe today.
Okay.
And what has happened is that Saturn, the planet of karma, hard work, moving to the next level, the planet that helps you achieve those things that you deserve, the planet that gives you lessons in life, the planet that helps you let go of the frivolous things in your life and reach for higher goals, just shifted into the sign of Pisces, and that was on the 7th last week. So there's a lot of changes in people's lives right now. And I definitely did a reading in your chart and I saw some very surprising things. Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to be the bravest one to go first?
Me.
You want to go first? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go first. Come on.
Okay. So Jay, you got a very interesting, you are a Scorpio, very interesting chart. First of all, Cassandra, I guess you know that he's a workaholic, right?
He is.
Yes, he's a workaholic. His Venus is in Virgo, and that means that he loves to work. He loves to stay busy. And if he's not busy, he feels kind of out of place. Right. And so he's always got maybe 3 or 4 projects that he's doing at one time. Is that true, Jay?
Yeah, that's definitely true. I got a lot going on.
Fantastic. Well, let me tell you something. That's going to pay off for you. You're going to get the big payoff, and that's because Saturn, that same planet that I said takes you to the next level karma, is giving you cosmic assistance. In fact, both of you are Scorpios, and you're both going to benefit from the planet Saturn, which is the planet of career. So your career is going to blast off. One more thing that I want to say, Cassandra, he really is a good father.
Oh, he's a great father. You're right.
He is a great father. And the reason for that is that his Mars is in Cancer. Mars is the motivator. And Cancer is family. Cancer is children. So he is really highly motivated when it comes to his family and his children. All right. So you are an entrepreneur. You're in a very lucky cycle. You right now, you're lucky. Go out, buy a lottery ticket. I don't know how it's going to manifest. We're going to see what happens. But you are.
It was funny is, I don't, I had a big win this weekend.
She doesn't know that.
Bro, you don't know that, but you saying, I really did have a big win, right?
Oh my God. You
really. Literally on Saturday, he really had a big win.
Right, I really, yeah.
Stop, go buy another one.
Right. Oh no, one lottery.
It wasn't lottery. It wasn't
one lottery.
But it was a big fight.
Well, you never know how luck is going to manifest in your life, so this is absolutely wonderful. He tends to be an entrepreneur, so working for others can be a little bit difficult. You like working for yourself, and that's how you feel very, very comfortable. Working for yourself, so you are in a great cycle. Right. So Cassandra, I remember the last time we had spoken, you were saying that you tend to be the more intuitive one of the couple. Is that true?
That's correct.
And that is because you have 4 planets in Scorpio. 4 intuitive planets in Scorpio. And I just want to say one thing to you. You should have been a therapist, okay? And that is because you read people very well, and you always have excellent advice for people. Is that true?
What would you say?
That's pretty pinpoint. That's pretty pinpoint.
And if you didn't want to be a therapist, you should have been a lawyer, because you can talk a person down and you make sense and you can negotiate stuff all the time. You make very good decisions. Is that true?
That is very true. And I actually went to college for entertainment law and then switched my PhD to strategic marketing and management for social media.
So you need to go back. Go back to school.
So you were in your element. Another thing, you are also an excellent mother. And because Saturn is in Cancer, what does that mean? You definitely take your family and your family situation, your children very seriously, but you are a no-nonsense mother. You understand? You are the one that creates the boundaries and to create the security, where he's a wonderful father, but you are the one that sort of puts down the guidelines for your family. Is that true?
That is very true. That's very true.
The other thing, did you grow up early as a child? It seems as though as a child, you may have had a lot of responsibility.
I did.
Right.
I did. And even now as an adult, I'm the youngest, but all of the responsibilities, have
fell on you.
Yeah.
Yes. Got a great big heart, very compassionate person, excellent time for your career, also moving to another level. But I'm picking up move for the two of you. I don't know if the two of you were thinking about moving, or there's going to be some movement, a lot of movement. Are y'all moving?
That's we're thinking about it.
Yes, that was the whole conversation this weekend, actually.
Yeah. There's a very good chance that you'll be able to move because you want something better for yourself. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you is that this year and next year, especially next year, you're going to be sitting in a place where you start meeting very powerful people, movers and shakers. You're going to be surrounded by people that can open all kinds of doors for you. You're going to enter into some groups that are very opportunistic for you. Does that make sense to you?
That makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense that Kim, I'll tell you offline, but he doesn't even know the conversation that made this show take longer for us to start that I had before you saw his face.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like crazy. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So now let me just say, as a couple, you know, you guys are very enthusiastic. Y'all are a lot of fun. I have to say, y'all are a lot of fun to be around. Her moon, Cassandra, your moon is in Leo. You know, generous, warm-hearted, like to have company. And Jay's moon is in Sagittarius. He is the curious one, the adventurous one. So anywhere the two of you go, it is a bunch of fun, you know, for people that you enjoy being with. But y'all can always find something fun to do. Is that true?
That is very true.
Right. It is.
The other thing is that the two of you, you see, y'all are telepathy. Y'all are connected by telepathy. You can read each other's thoughts. He can be, you know, a mile away, and you can pick up something that he's thinking, or she can be a mile away, Jay, and you can pick up something that she's thinking. Has it ever happened to the two of you?
Yeah, it happens all the time. Actually,
yeah, y'all are intuitively. That's why, you know, you have to have an honest relationship, because cheating is not even an issue here, because it's just not gonna work. Okay?
Right.
Because y'all can feel each other. The other thing that's really wonderful. Now, this is the scary thing. This is a past life relationship. So I'm going to ask you, when the two of you met, did you feel very comfortable with each other, as though you had been with each other before, like you knew each other before?
I will say that when we met, well, when we finally started, like, yes, everything felt like it never felt like, oh my God, this just started. It's always, and interesting enough, I don't know if this matters or not, but what we found out years later was that my dad's
her parents cheated in the baby contest of me and her.
Okay, that's not what I was saying.
We were in the baby contest.
Let me tell her what it really is, though. That's not what I was saying. What we found out years later is actually my dad's a pastor, and my dad is, so Jay's mom's step grandmother was the person who actually got my dad to the church he was at. That's one. Two, my dad is the pastor who christened Jay a year to the day that I was christened.
And what's three?
Wow.
So.
What's three?
Huh?
What's three?
Oh, and I won the baby contest that he lost in.
Her father was the pastor of a baby contest.
And Kim,
and they cheated me.
I just pretty face.
They cheated me.
Just pretty face.
Right.
And his dad said that he was dressed like John Travolta. I was dressed like a baby. Your dad said that. Your dad said that. Your dad just said this
She
weekend.
shouldn't even have been in the contest because
I was
her
pretty,
father was
and he was
pastor.
dressed like John Travolta.
They cheated me.
With a big collar.
And I still to this day tell her father, Mr. Vaughn, you cheated me. You know what I'm saying? Miss Vaughn, y'all cheated me.
He has trauma, Kim. I'm sorry. I apologize.
They cheated and some things. Look, listen, and some
trauma.
things happened because they cheated.
You gotta stop that.
Well,
he has
so that
trauma.
goes to show you that there is definite past connections in this life and also in the past life. But I have to tell you that the two of you are empire builders. You are empire builders. So I don't know what is in your future or what it is that you're planning to do, but whatever it is going to be big. And the thing that's wonderful is that you're both intuitive and you go by your instincts. And if it doesn't feel right, I don't care how much money they offer. If it doesn't feel right, you're not going to go with it, because I'm sure you know that not all money is good money. And the two of you are definitely about building a solid foundation for your future and for the future of your children.
No, that's true. That's true.
And it's interesting that you said that, because everybody says something that was said even before we got together in a relationship was, if the two of you ever get together in a relationship, it's going to be hell for everybody to pay, because you guys are building a brand, you build an empire. So that's like from day one, that's always been said, even before it was a us.
So Kim, we appreciate you. You were pretty pinpoint. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this.
Yes, and we'll see you same time next month.
Sounds wonderful.
Yes. Can't wait to see you then. And for all things Kim, the astrologer, you can follow her here.
Or at kimallen.com. That's kimallen.com.
We appreciate you, Kim. Thank you so much.
Have a
wonderful month. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Show. Jay Claxton, man, Dr. Cass Fun. Having some fun right here. I do not know if my shirt matches what you have on. I am not sure about. No, I told you. I gave you a compliment early on the show. I said I like the shirt. You look nice. I said that, but I don't know if the colors complement each other.
Oh, it's black. Do you know the significance of this shirt? We'll talk about it on Love Business.
I'm like, no, I don't.
You really don't?
No.
You don't? Okay.
I don't remember. Like, we don't remember that kind of stuff.
But this shirt you should really remember because it has a very significant role in our lives. Okay.
I don't. Listen, are you good?
I'm great.
All right, so that's all we worried about.
So
It's good.
Listen.
That's all we worried about. Is the show
Listen.
good? That's all we worried about.
Yes, and our next.
Is business good?
Our next guest is great.
That's all we worried about.
Our next guest is great.
Yes. Yes. So listen, I am going to try to pronounce her last name, right? She told me already, right? She told me, but I am going to take a shot at it, right? None other than Dani Guevarez. No. No, Dani G. Say your last name, Dani.
She
I'm
said,
sorry.
call me Dani G, but he was.
I know, you can say Dani G, but Guevarez.
Guevarez. I had to try because just as, somebody in media, I can't really mess up names. So I needed to at least take a shot. And at least it's after the show so we can do that. And even when I mess it up, we can have a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Dani G, what up?
Listen.
Nothing much.
Dani
having me.
is someone that you really need to because of the next level of what you're interested in doing.
Okay.
So she is acting coach extraordinaire.
Okay.
Worked on some of the most amazing shows. One of my favorite shows, actually. She worked with some of the cast members from First Wives. It's on BET.
Okay.
Plus BET Linear as well. Dani, welcome to the show. You started 2019. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so as far as my coaching, I started in 2019. Acting was 2008 when I started that. But coaching 2019, the pandemic was starting. Started from a Facebook group, giving information out on Facebook. It grew from about 30 people. When you start a group, you just invite your friends and family. Yeah. So it was those 30 people, and it just grew during the pandemic, and now it's at over 65,000. So I was just giving out free information in the group, and then people were messaging me asking, how do I get started in acting? I'm like, okay, well, I guess I need to ask this question. Maybe since the numbers are growing, I need to start charging and turn this into a business. So that's pretty much what it was. It started from a Facebook group and holding Zoom. Thank you. I was holding Zoom classes on, through Zoom, and just coaching online to everyone in the world. A lot of my students are in Africa.
Wow.
All right. Well, you got a new student here, right? Right. Yeah. Because I definitely need some help. That's the next step. DJ, then personality, so DJ radio, that sort of thing has always been my thing. And I love being in front of the camera. I feel like, I got a good energy, got a good look. I'm pretty charming. I can ad lib. I feel like, smell good, whatever the case may be. I feel like, listen, Dani, I feel like I got a lot going on, Dani. To be honest with you, I do. To be honest. So.
And he's humble. You see how humble?
He's humble.
Dani, I used to put cologne fully dressed to do IG live during the pandemic. I was on Facebook and IG. I would finish working out, go take a shower. I got cologne on, everything.
I would be in the house like, are you in the shower? And you're about to
helps though.
No, right.
It helps, yeah.
I'm fully dressed like I'm going to the club.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All pressure.
Who agrees with
you gotta be the part. You gotta dress the part. Even if they can't smell you, it's so you gotta embody, that role.
Dani,
so put that cologne on.
Friends. We're gonna be great friends. I can tell.
Well, you gotta pronounce Guevarez first.
Guevarez, Dani Guevarez.
There you go.
Dani Guevarez. I won't mess it up no more.
All right, now we can work.
Dani Guevarez. I won't mess it up no more.
There you go.
One Dani, 0 J.
No, listen, Guevarez.
There you go. Now we can work.
Guevarez. I got it.
Oh my God.
Got it.
I got it.
Got it.
So what's next? What do you have going on now?
Well, a lot of auditioning. So hopefully, crossing fingers, a few of those, come to pass, drop in my laps. More coaching, of course. I had an acting workshop in January, so I do plan on having another one, hopefully by the summer, to coach, more students. Really asking that question of like, how do you get started in acting? So helping everyone with that. I know you had mentioned, like you DJ, the personality, all of that stuff. What I do is I help someone that I don't change you at all, because it's you that gets you, in the door. People want you anyway. So what I do is take that and then I help you with the technique. Because you already have the personality, you can read, you can memorize the script. If you can't, then I help you with that. But as far as like knowing not to look into the camera, knowing when to pause, things like that, I help out and do those kind of things in this workshop as well. So I plan on having more workshops and, just auditioning and being on the screen more.
Right, Dani, real quick, before we let you go. So during the pandemic, she had actually got me a couple readings, and one was for Coming to America 2.
Oh.
The other one was for the movie that is out now that is very popular, which is Creed 3.
Yeah.
And for Coming to America, they basically wanted me to play out a scene from a movie. And I don't necessarily feel like I nailed it. I did Al Pacino, the scene from Any Given Sunday, when they went out before they played their last game. And he gave that heavy speech. What should we do in case it is, like that, basically via Zoom, whatever the case may be, and we do readings like that? You have any food for us, any jewels on how to, have a good reading or whatever the case may be?
Well, I would say the first thing is make sure you don't have any distractions. So, because you want them to focus on you. So if you had a solid background, you had the good lighting, all that stuff, then they already have your attention. Like if you were to do your audition, like how your background is right now, they would get so distracted, So that's a slash right there. But I would say as long as you had everything memorized and you just came fully confident in that role, what shows more is the confidence. Because you're playing a role that's already they already have something that they can compare you to, which is, that's I tell people try not to do something that's so popular or known, but if they actually do that, then you have no choice. But I try to tell them do something that they can't compare you to Denzel or Al Pacino, because they're gonna always think about those other actors as you're saying these lines. So if you don't do it better than them, it can kind of. You know what I'm saying? So either bring something different or just don't do one of those that's known.
All right. Well, Dani, I appreciate you. Guevarez.
Hey!
There you go.
Dani
G, we thank you so much for taking time with us after the show, talking to Dr. Cass and myself. We appreciate you. And then we plan to talk to you offline as well.
All right.
And then to follow what Dani G has going on, all you got to do is, hit up all the information on the screen right there. Dani, we appreciate you here.
All right. Appreciate
Continue
y'all.
winning and continue changing lives.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you so much. Love Business on Live.
I tell you, I really think that this is your favorite part of the show.
So Love Business on Live this week for me is investment.
Okay. Continue.
What does it mean to you to invest in your relationship?
Are you asking me?
Yes, and how important is it?
No, it's
And
definitely.
what things do you do to invest?
All right, so you asked me 3 questions.
3 questions.
Right. Well, but you definitely got to invest. You invest anything that you care about, time, time, effort, those sort of things in order to make things work. You need to have some conversations in order to make things work. You gotta, take the high road in some cases to make things work. You got to do some things that you don't feel like is uncomfortable. That's not your thing, but it may be your partner's thing in order to make things work. So when we talk about value, that's what it is. And then you need to make sure you tell, your partner, your significant other, how valuable they are, because sometimes they need to be reminded. And that's what value means to me.
So let me just say this to you, with the last thing that you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to turn towards you and say this to you, okay? You are very valuable to me.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
I am grateful for you.
Thank you.
You mean the world to me.
Thank
And I'm grateful that you are my life partner.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for every single thing that you do. I'm grateful for how you carry us on as a family. I'm grateful for how you carry us on in business. And if I have not said it, which I know I have, but if I have not said it recently, I love you to death.
Thank you.
Literally, I love you to death.
Thank you. Love you so much. So that was enough. No
That was
playing.
it.
Love Business on Lock. It's franchise Jake Claxton right here. Food for thought. Let me ask you a question, right? Because I feel like sometimes you need some questions. You got to question yourself. Who do you blame? Who do you blame when things happen in your life, in your marriage, in your relationship, at your job, in your business? Who do you blame? So let me try to set the tone. If I get somebody and meet somebody, and when later on down the line I find out that this individual, him or her, is not who I actually thought that they were. Whose fault? Who do you blame? You don't blame them. You blame yourself, because you're the one that let them in. You're the one that let them close. You have to take accountability for the things that happen in your life. It is nobody else's fault. It just isn't. You have to take accountability. You can't blame anybody else. You have to take accountability and blame yourself and say, hey, you know what? I made the mistake. I thought this was this, but it wasn't. If you're going through some things and you made some decisions, when you look back, if you made the wrong decisions, you got to look at yourself. You got to turn around and be transparent and look at yourself. You take these things when they happen good. When the good things happen, you take all the credit. So when the bad things happen, you got to be able to take the blame. You got to be man, woman enough to take the blame. Be transparent and know that it's your fault, and maybe you missed some things, or there were some signs that you missed, or there were some things that you were supposed to do that you didn't do. You procrastinated and didn't get things done. So look, who do you blame? Take accountability. Food for thought.
We had a great show today.
Definitely did.
We had our hometown girl, Monica Dollphace, producer, director of Lolita 2, which is getting ready to come on AllBlk. Yes. And she is from Be More. Yes. What's up? Okay. Too much. Too much. Too much to say?
Okay. You might as well call somebody a dummy.
I'm not going to do that.
Because that's a Baltimore slang.
I know that is a Baltimore
That's a young Baltimore slang.
Dummy, and the other word that begins with a W.
Right.
And then, oh my gosh, Kim the Astrologer.
Right.
Kim Allen, was she not?
Yeah, she was definitely pinpoint.
Like scary.
She was definitely pinpoint.
Scary.
Yeah, definitely pinpoint. So, man, that does it for us. We thank you so much for tuning in and watching after the show. You could be anywhere in the world, but you was here with us, and we greatly appreciate that. Mean that from the bottom of my, her, and our hearts. Thank you so much. We will see you. We'll see you what? In a day or two?
A day or two.
Right.
Friday. Yeah.
We'll see you later after the show.